Hi, this is James Dewdra, co-founder at EcoTouch, and I'm here today to talk to you about how to properly clean and dress your tires. Now there's a few products you're going to want to assemble before getting started with the process. First is EcoTouch Wheel Cleaner. We'll use this to clean the rubber and also the wheel itself. It's safe for both surfaces. EcoTouch Tire Shine. We'll use this to add a bit of gloss back onto the rubber after everything's been cleaned. A medium to stiff scrub brush, we'll use this on both surfaces. If you have high-end wheels that may be a little bit softer, opt for a softer brush, obviously. And lastly is a microfiber cloth. Okay, so to get started, what you need to do, take your wheel cleaner, shake it up to activate the formula, make sure it's on foam. And then you want to liberally apply the formula. We're going to do both the wheels and the tires. So we're going to let it set for around 30 seconds or so, let the formula actively work on the brake dust and any of the contaminants that may be in the rubber. What you're going to want to do next is take your scrub brush and start to agitate the formula. Go around the perimeter of the tire here, and all you need to do next is just take a microfiber cloth and then just wipe away all of the dirty residue here. Now some wheel cleaners will say, you want to hose it off. We definitely do not recommend that, simply because of the fact that brake dust is just incredibly toxic to environmental organisms, and it also makes a big mess. So it is fairly easy, and it's not that much more time involved if you're just going to use a microfiber cloth to do this. The next thing we want to do is actually wait for the tire to dry completely. The key with EcoTouch Tire Shine to getting it to bond properly to the surface is to work with a completely dry tire. That's going to allow the polymers to actually adhere themselves best with the rubber and give you the most longevity with the product. So we'll come back to this in, say, 10 minutes or so, because it is relatively cold out here today, and we'll go from there. Alright, so now that the tire has completely dried out, what we can do is actually apply our dressing. So all you need to do is have your applicator pad and give Tire Shine a quick shake, and you just want to apply maybe a quarter-size dab onto the applicator, and I tend to fold it onto itself just so you get a nice even spread and you don't get it running anywhere. And you can just work around the perimeter of the tire, and a little bit really does go a long way with this product. Each tire may only require one dab, and as you get around to every other tire, you're going to need less and less. So that's it, just one coat on there. We're going to let this dry then. One coat is going to give you more of a matte finish. If you wanted to add a bit more gloss, and it does look glossy right now, but it will level out, you could apply a second coat to it. Alright, so we've come back after about 10 minutes or so, and the dressing has completely adhered itself to the surface. And like I was saying before, if you want a little bit more gloss, this is relatively flat, a couple areas where it's showing some gloss. You could apply a second application of this. Another thing you can do is, let's say you do a second application, and I'll show you here real quick. If you were to do a second application and you thought, whoa, this is too much gloss, you can always manually tone it down with a microfiber, and I'll show you here real quick. All you need to do is take a microfiber and basically just tone it down manually, and that'll adjust the gloss back down. Just another few notes, with any tire dressing, whether that's Tire Shine or a spray-on, people always tend to talk about sling. And sling really happens when a dressing hasn't bonded itself completely to the tire, and as you're going, the centrifugal force shoots it back off onto the lower parts of the car or the rear of the car. One of the causes of this is if you get any little drips in these crevices here, you're going to want to take care of those first. You could either do that with a microfiber, just taking a little small edge of it and working your way in there, or some other tool. Otherwise, if you don't take care of it, there's just going to be too much dressing and it won't adhere itself and it'll fly off. You know, the nice thing about Tire Shine is that you actually control how much is going onto the tire. That's why I love using an applicator versus a spray, because with the spray, you know, you're going to consequently get some of that dripping underneath the wheel there. So that's about it. If you guys have any other questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below or email us directly, info@ecotouch.net. And thanks so much for watching.